Well, good morning, everybody. Day 2. Temperature's 43 degrees with it feels like 30. We got 15-mile-an-hour wind with gusts up to 31. The low's supposed to be in the 30s. So it's going to be an interesting hunt today. Seen deer moving wind before, but this is going to be a windy day. Not expecting much. Definitely colder than yesterday. The hardest thing I end up doing all day is putting on my socks. The second hardest thing is putting on a damn vest. I can get you to help me.
Yep.
And I got a good vest this time.
It's straight back there.
Huh?
I said it's straight back there. Alright, I'm headed out. Fight some tile, sir.
Whiteman tile. Okay, morning number 2. See you on top of the hill. 7:13. 42 degrees with a feels like of 27, and that's because of this wind. This wind is relentless. I mean, it has not let up lately. It's saying 18 miles an hour from the northwest, 32-mile-an-hour gust. It's not raining leaves like I thought it would be. There's still a lot of green leaves out here, but it's cold, cloudy. The squirrels aren't out. Haven't seen a single deer move yet, which I didn't expect to see anyway. Still don't have the Mr. Heater on. These coveralls seem to be doing their job. Actually feel pretty comfortable up here. Yep. I think this is going to be just a relaxing morning of sitting. But it's better than sitting at that desk at work staring at a computer all day. I guarantee you that. I just had a shooter buck come up from the bottom of the hill on the east. And he walked right along this ridge line, but on the other side of it I couldn't get a good shot at him. Couldn't get a good bead on it or anything. He didn't. They stayed down there on that other trail. He was a nice one too. Just walking along like nothing was bothering him. I didn't get him on film because I was trying to get a shot at him. If I get a shooter buck, I'm not going to sit there and video it until after the kill. It's just like this one, they're in and out before you know it. Had the doe come up a hill, and the spike was chasing it. ran it out here just as quick as it got here. Well, the doe came up, Spike come running up behind it and chased it off. And then he turned around and went back down the hill. And I don't know if I was still videoing or if y'all could see it, but then the buck with a larger rack came up. It took me forever to pick him up in my scope, but once I did, I'm pretty sure I got a good beat on him. Took a shot and he went back down the hill, so I'm gonna sit here and wait, see what happens, and then I'm gonna go out and check and see if I got any blood and if we got a kill or not. All happened quick. We got a good hit, a lot of blood, a steady path of blood. I got out a little bit earlier than what I wanted, but I don't see him anywhere, so I'm gonna just take it nice and easy. So if he is still moving, I don't chase him further than I have to. But he's definitely got a steady stream of blood. Dragging her up the hill. You know what?
What?
I think his entry wound's right here, somewhere in here.
Was the oblique to you?
Yeah, so I guess that's
Well,
what.
you didn't gut shoot him. I was gonna say, hey, you don't usually gut shoot here.
I thought I aimed right in here, and it looks like
Yeah, you did.
where it was hit right there.
And then it went,
And then went
Yep.
out that way.
yeah, well, that you can't help.
Well,
They could just hit a bone too and deflect that way, so. Yeah,
They go
there-
tickle.
there's the exit wound
here's
bubbling
a
away.
tick on that sucker right there.
Oh, there's ticks all over us, freaking here, look at them, got thousands of them.
Get a picture of me with it.
Yeah. Go get your gun. Let's everybody say, Weitzman's Heil.
Weitzman's Heil.
One more. Here you go. All right, stay there. Get one of mine, so I post on my Facebook. Look what I gave Rick. Okay.
Headed up the hill to put out bones in the hide. We got 2 to 3 does up here in the field, out in the wide open. I'm pulling out of the deer camp to run the Beach Grove to get some ice for the buck I shot this morning. There's a buck right here in this brush. Right. I mean, I ain't even got all the way out in the cornfield. There's a bigger deer out in the cornfield. I can't tell if it's a buck or a doe, but there's definitely a buck right here. He was coming down this creek, and I don't. It was a small rack buck, but it was a buck, definitely.
Syntax and I made the drive up as usual. Friday, Black Friday, beautiful traffic. Got here about noon today.
37 degrees out right now.
Not a cloud in the sky.
Will headed back home for the next couple days. He always leaves the camper open for Kelsey when she comes down. She's on the road now. She's driving in from up in northern Kentucky. She's the app shows her in Florence right now, 179 miles out, so it's going to be a while before she gets here. Too cold to sit outside by myself and play with the fire. I got me a pot of chicken noodle soup on the stove, catching up with a little email bank work and stuff like that, watching some Whitetail Warriors YouTubes, and just chilling here by myself. So waiting for the kids to get in here, so they should be here before too awful late. Man, I'm expecting somewhere around 10:30, 11 o'clock tonight. Got everything ready for them in the morning. Took up another buddy heater up to the pallet blind. Will let me borrow one of his. Got extra propane bottles up there. Then got our butt packs all packed with goodies and stuff like that. Guns are all loaded and set up on the four-wheelers, so we should be good to go. The 8-point, I got it all quartered up and put on ice. Was able to rinse the trailer out, get all the blood and guts out of there. My total deer count today was okay. So I saw the spike come in first, and then I saw the 8-point that I ended up shooting. I saw it, but I wasn't able to get a shot at it the first time I saw it. And then the second time, or the second bunch of deer that came through, I had a doe come up the hill, and that spike, he runs right up to her and spooks her off, and she goes down the west side, and the spike just turned around and went back down the hill again. And it probably wasn't, maybe 15 minutes later, the 8-point came back up again. And this time he stayed out in the open enough to where I can get a shot off. But I was having a really hard time picking him up in my scope. I could see it plain as day when I looked up, but when I dropped down to my scope, I wasn't picking him up. And I had it on 4 power, which is what I always normally shoot up in that area. It's never been an issue before. But for some reason, I just couldn't pick him up. And then when I finally picked him up, you know, I, I took the shot. I had a good shot. Thought I had a good shot. I could tell he was hit. He was hit hard, but he went back down. He went back down where he came from. Well, he probably ran about 100, maybe 125 yards. And when he was laying on his right side, and there was a big old hole coming out of his gut. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I could tell by the blood at the very beginning where I shot him at that it was a gut shot. I said, I've gut shot this deer. And, you know, my 30-06, I probably haven't sighted that gun in 30 years. I only shoot it 1 to 5 times a year. Last year I killed 5 deer. I shot it 5 times. I know I should sight it in. But I take good care of it. I don't bang it around and drop it or anything like that. And I haven't done that. And I've always been able. Most of the time I drop deer right where I shoot them. I mean, they'll drop dead in their tracks, and I aim just a little bit below or a little bit behind the shoulder, and I don't have any problem. So I was pretty disappointed in the shot. But then again, I got the deer, so I came back up, went down, and we picked up the trailer. Will joined me, and he helped me get it out. It was pretty easy getting down to it, but it's steeper on that side than I like to ride 4-wheelers. I'm not like I was when I was 25, 30 years old or something like that, but didn't bother Will. He drove down to it. We hooked it up, brought it back up the hill. Once we got it up by the blind, hooked the trailer back up, and then threw it in the back of the trailer and hauled it down here to the camp, and backed it up into the barn and got it up on the hoist. And when I lifted it up, the entry hole was just behind the front shoulder. So apparently what I had done, the deer was standing oblique, and when I shot it, went in it where I aimed at, and it exited through the center of the gut. So that made me feel a little bit better. At least I know where it hit where I aimed at. It was just unfortunate that the deer was standing in such a way that I didn't get a clean shot without, doing a gut shot. I've been processing deer for years and years, and so I was able to. What I did is I skinned the deer out, and I saved the shoulders, I saved the back straps, and I saved the hindquarters. I didn't go inside the gut because I knew it'd be all blowed up in there anyway, and be nasty. There wouldn't have been much meat I would have saved off of ribs or anything like that. And in the worst case, I wasn't able to salvage my tenderloins or the heart in the event that I don't think I hit the heart. So, but I'll sacrifice that as opposed to messing with a gut shot deer and tainting the rest of my meat and all that. So, but we got her all quartered up, put on ice, and I hear my chicken noodle soup boiling over here, so I need to get onto that. Have me some dinner, and then we'll wait until Kelsey and Zach get here, and I'll see y'all then.
At one point I took it out.
So we got Zach and Kelsey. They made it down.
But I've since learned that having my actual
Kelsey done found her some ramen noodle. Chowing down, so got everything ready for tomorrow's hunt. Wake up's at 0500. We'll be hitting the blind about I don't know, 6, a little bit before 6. So y'all ready to go?
I'm excited.
Yep.
Eventually I want to build a